Hey everybody, this is Enasia. I'm like, this is. I am. I'm I'm not gonna apologize for being myself. I am in a laughy mood, and that's just the way it is right now. Whew, feeling good. Feeling really good. I'm Enasia, and this is Ignited Intuition. I wanted to share a video about value. Value and worth, they could be simultaneously used, and the power of yes and no, and just share an experience that I had recently, coming back into, uh, I was going to say performing. I mean, in a sense, performing. Okay. Where I went it's been a long while. It's been a long while since I've done in-person readings, basically at a spiritual holistic expo. And so let me rewind. I'm a psychic intuitive spiritual advisor, and so I use different mediums, including tarot cards, oracle cards, channelings, the claircognizance and clairsentience, clairvoyance, all the clairs, to basically bring information from the spiritual planes, from the universal planes, down into our physical earthly planes, and in order to bring people insights, clarity, spark their own intuition, guide them, you name it, all that good stuff. And so it has been over a year since I had done in-person shows where I would book a space at an expo, have a little booth, set my little table up, bring my cards, all my crystals, whatever it is, decorate my area in a beautiful way, and sit there and wait for people, customers to walk by and want to receive a reading from me. And like I said, it had been a year, and I just remember going back and forth between whether or not I should start up again. There's a part of me that was like, oh, I haven't done it in so long. I haven't done readings in person in so long. I don't know if I'll be good at it, basically. I don't know if it's worth it for me to do so, if I'll be able to assist people and help people like I was when I was on a spree of shows. I was doing a show probably every month, once every 2 months, twice every 2 months, whatever. I was doing shows consistently, and then I haven't, and like I said, in the past year. And so yeah, I wondered if I still had what it takes, basically. And this is where the believing in the self and understanding in the value of the self comes in, because when you know how to do something, when you've committed to doing something, or you're devoted to doing something, or there's something that you enjoy doing, that you love doing, that you like doing, that you are curious about doing, and it's something that like shows up in your life consistently, you need to take that with you and understand that just because you don't use your intuition every moment and every second of the day, or you haven't used it in a week, or you haven't done it in a month or a year, it doesn't mean that you've lost your skill nor your value. It's just like riding a bike. It's just like swimming. It's just like climbing. It's just like walking. It's like, if you know how to do it, eventually, you dust it off and you do it again, and you will see that your body is like, it molds itself to that existence, right? Because it's something that you want, desire, love, are devoted to, committed to, etc. And so I, very last minute, it was like a week before the show, I think a week and a half before the show, that I was like, yup, I'm doing the show, I'm going for it. And made sure I got all my things packed up, made sure I knew what I was going to take with me to the show. It was 2 hours away from where I currently live now in Pennsylvania. And I said, yes, I'm doing this. I'm not going to pass this up. I'm not going to pass this by. So got to the show, went to set up my booth. I'm setting up uh, my little chalkboards saying what kind of offers that I offer, the channeling, the mediumship, tarot and oracle readings, the timings and the pricings. And what I ended up realizing, hours into the show on Saturday, it's a weekend show, and on Saturday, hours into it, there was a lot of people coming through the door. 10 a.m. people are coming through that door. And I realized by like noon, nobody had sat at my table. I was like, all right, it happens. It happens. But I think I had like walked around and realized that a lot of the readers at the expo weren't priced the way that I was priced. So long story short, my prices were double the amount of what other readers were offering for their readings and services. And so, I was offering my readings at the expo were $40 for 10-minute sessions and $60 for 20-minute sessions. And for my channelings, they were $10 more each per 10-minute slot and 20-minute slot. And like I said, so there was other readers that were offering 10, 15-minute readings for $25, whatever. And so there, of course, there was a part of me that wanted to shift and change. Oh, maybe I'm doing, it made me question, basically, am I doing this wrong? Should I have not priced myself the way that I did? And my pricings came from my previous recollection of my shows that I used to do, that I had done the previous year, and didn't realize that the place that I was, the location that I was most likely why the pricing was what it was. And so when I had left Saturday, I did end up having customers, many customers, I would say like 8 people sat with me on Saturday. And I thought to myself, and they were spread out throughout the day between 10 and 6. What I thought was, maybe on Sunday I'm going to change my prices. I'm going to lower my prices just a little bit. I'm going to change them, maybe take $10 off of each of the services. And when I went to bed that night, woke up the next morning, came for the show, getting ready for Sunday's show to start, I didn't change my prices. I just said straight up, nope, I'm not. I said if the people who want to receive my guidance will sit with me regardless of my prices, and if they are drawn to me as an advisor, or if they are drawn to my energy, then they will sit with me and receive the guidance from me. And I'm not going to change my prices, which would diminish my value, right? Because again, I was doubting, I was questioning, am I wrong? Should I be doing it like everybody else? Et cetera, et cetera. And this is where I was like, no, I'm not going to change my worth nor my value, just to fit in, And Sunday I ended up again having many customers, and a lot of the people that walked by and interacted with me loved my readings. They sat with me because they wanted to sit with me, and they received exactly what I was worth, essentially. And the part about me, which is funny, is that I put 10-minute readings, I put 20-minute readings, but I always go overboard. I never just 10. I have my alarm set for timing, and the alarm goes off and I'm still yapping. It's like I finish the reading when I want to finish the reading. So the readings always go over the 10-minute mark, the 20-minute mark. It's inevitable. It always happens. It's always happened, and I don't do it on purpose. I just do it as, I'm getting ready to finish my reading, and when I'm ready, I'm ready, and I usually go over a couple minutes here and there. So there's always that, right? And so that's why I was like, that's why I don't need to diminish my value or my worth in order to fit in, because I am giving everything into the extent of what I want to give. And so I wanted to just express that yes and no that I very clearly stated for myself for that weekend, for the week prior, saying yes, that I'm not, yes, that I'm not gonna miss this show. Yes, that I am gonna price myself the way that I am, and know that I'm not gonna change that part of myself. And I've worked with a lot of different teachers and a lot of different mentors and guides throughout the many years, the past 8 years, 10 years, however long that I've been in pursuit of whatever you want to call this experience of mine, experience of divinity of mine. And in the past 6 weeks, I've been working with a dear friend of mine, Anna Reidenbach, who basically introduced me to this yes no magic that I am having fun with. And so anyway, I just wanted to say, I just wanted to say that experience, that like, in general, do not diminish your value. Do not feel like you need to change just because it's been a while, Don't think that you need to start from scratch or start from the bottom up just because you haven't done something in a while. If, like I said, if you're committed to it, devoted to it, it is yours to partake in. It is yours to work with. And there's no need to diminish who you are, what you know yourself to be, what you know yourself capable of doing, creating, existing, of all that stuff. I have my little rose quartz that I'm playing with this entire call. But yeah, anyway, all that to say, value yourself. You're worth it. You're so worth it. Recognize it. Understand it. Let it permeate through you. Let it shine through you. And let it exist into the world in any manner, any which way that you wish it to exist. And value your yes, and value your no, and value. Let's say that 60 times fast. Just kidding. But anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Anyway, I'll talk to you again. See ya.